Hey everyone, John Inner here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at a long trade here on the Dow, a market we don't usually look at a ton, but just an absolutely gorgeous wave pattern long that's setting up right now. We're a little bit early, I guess technically, but we're getting a reversal right out of our trigger zone, so in this case, it's pretty much close enough. Now, in this case, you'll notice we're trading 8 contracts. It's because the tick amount that you get paid for is only $5 a tick, so you're able to kind of double up and make the same that you would, trading the Russell or crude oil. So don't let the 8 kind of scare you. It's basically just $10 a tick, just like normal. So we're long right at 17,876. We're looking for our first target at 89.4, actually 89.3. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. We got 89.4 filled. So 89.4, that was the first target. Let's get our stop to break even. Now, the reason that I like the way that this is setting up is we've been rocketing higher pretty much all morning. You can see in the European session, shortly after 3 o'clock, we just rocketed higher. And we kind of faded back a little bit. They kind of played around with a little bit of profit taking more likely than not. But we kind of trapped the lows down here around 736 and then have since rocketed right back up through the highs. Now, the open is hitting right now. We're at 9:30, a little bit after now, 9:31 in 30 seconds or so. But just the fact that it pulled back a little bit early, which in this case actually is kind of what I want to see since it's been so aggressive. It's just we're rocketing back up to the highs. It's exactly what you want to see. It's a perfect wave pattern. Everything is looking picture perfect, and it's just setting up absolutely beautifully. So we've got that first target taken off, and that came off at 89.4, so that's 18 ticks. Now, we did take 4 off there, again, because of the doubling up of the size there. Next target's actually coming in right around the corner here at 10. Just got that one filled. That's 34 ticks. Big old move higher. Let me get my stop in place here a little bit tighter, just because of this strong move up. And then if we can continue, which it looks like we might just do, 17,925 is the next target. That's going to be 49 ticks. So the way that this is working out, if you add this up, again, it's only $5 a tick. So took 4 off at 18. Right? So we've got 72 ticks so far, plus another 34, but times 2. So 34 and 34, and then plus another 49 and 49. If we get that hit, we're looking at 238 ticks on the trade. Now, again, it is only $5 a trade, so it's basically kind of like a half size, if you will. But that's still $1,100 on the trade. So, I mean, more than enough room to make a pretty good chunk of money, and the fact that we're already up 30 ticks that fast like that's a beautiful thing. So again, 238 ticks if we get them all filled, and it looks like it might just want to do that. The open is definitely helping our position right now, with all the volume coming in right at 9:30, and just kind of rocketing this thing back up again, and just really continuing that earlier move at 3 o'clock. That move at 3 o'clock Eastern time, it pushed us all the way up to these highs. Took a little bit of a break, took some profit off the table, understandably so. I don't know about you, but if I'm sitting up on a 300 tick trade, I'm probably going to be taking some profit off as well. And now we just get that deep little pullback and a bounce right back out. And this may just be one big wave through here. But you can see it's kind of late. It did come right into that area, but just kind of bounced back out again. So everything looking really, really solid to the upside. Just need to see this continue a little bit. We're getting kind of rattled around a little bit here. That's to be expected, honestly. With that fast of a move higher, people are going to be a little bit confused. The important part is that we see this continue to rise higher. So I'm going to be pretty aggressive on my trail stop just because of how this has been moving. I really don't want to give anything back on this position. And with this little bit of consolidation that we saw right here, I really don't want to see prices break below it by much. So 17,901 was the area. We'll go, maybe 5 ticks underneath it. So we'll go to 96. Just because, again, I don't want to get stopped out by the tick, right? I don't want it to go to 17,900 and then bounce right back up again. We don't want that to happen. So we'll give it a little bit of a buffer with 5 ticks or so and just go to 896 and see if it wants to go up from there. So we're moving pretty quick. Might not have to pause the video too long, but we'll pause the video. We'll come back in a little bit and see if we can push back up to hit that 17,925 next. And, who knows? This may be another, a trade that if you've got more contracts on, you can leave a runner till the end of the day. That's just kind of the strength that we're seeing right now. But we'll be back in a little bit, see if we can hit that 17,925. All right, we're getting a push back up into these highs here, and because they failed to get below that consolidation, well, I was going to move my stop, but you can see they just kind of bursted through there. So just a massive move higher here. This is a perfect wave setup right into the trigger zone. Beautiful bounce out. First target met within seconds, right at the open, of course. Second target pretty much met only a few seconds after that, and then the final target took a little bit of time, but with our protective stop in a logical place, it kept us into the trade, and we held out to pull out the full move. So 238 ticks, beautiful move up, and you can see it actually hit the next target area, 17,945. Wow, what a move. So $1,190 on the trade. Remember, $5 a tick. If you have any questions about the trade, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.